Hey there, chatters! If you want to listen to this bonus episode in full, head on over to patreon.com/CrimeChat with Nat and Kat to subscribe. Only our VIP chatters and patrons can listen to all bonus episodes in full. Other than that, sit back, relax, and enjoy the sneak peek.
Hey there, chatters. I'm Nat.
And I'm Kat, and welcome to the CrimeChat. I'm your forensic femme fatale. Natalie is your true crime addict connoisseur.
We're just two normal girls obsessed with dark crimes, evil minds, and occasionally the unknown.
And here is your disclaimer, chatters. This bonus crime chat does contain adult content and descriptions of violent scenarios today, so your listener discretion is advised.
Yes, you have been warned. But before we get into today's crime chat, Kat, what have you done?
I just got back from a cruise.
Yay! How was it?
It was great. No, it was nice. It was relaxing. And this is the first time that Chris and I have gone on a cruise together by ourselves in probably like 3 or 4 years.
What? I thought you cruise a lot together.
We do, but it's friends, it's family,
okay.
that go with us. It was just him and I. And then you're like, is this going to go really, really great or
How'd
not
it go?
so great?
Was it good?
It was great.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
It was good. It was good. And then we went to San Juan, Puerto Rico, and went to Old San Juan. We did like a walking tour where we went to the Fort San Cristobal, I think was the name of it. And it had been around since like the 1500s.
Mm-hmm. That's an old place, yeah. That's an old place.
And then we went to the San Juan Cathedral, and girl, I need to look into this a little bit more because there was a guy who was there encased in a glass coffin.
Yeah, okay.
And he was a martyr for the Catholics. And the body was put in a cast, so it looks realistic. Realistic as much as a cast could look like, right? But his remains are actually inside. And so when Chris and I were looking like at the glass and kind of looking at this body, the mouth was slightly open. And if you looked kind of into it, you could see like the fake teeth. But then if you looked kind of past it a little bit, you could see the skull. And you could see the teeth attached to the skull on the inside of this cast. And I was like, that is so cool.
Yeah, that is
this body. The body is like 500 years old. It's amazing. That's great. And then in that same church, Ponce de Leon is laid to rest. So he's in the wall. And there was like this thing that was on the wall. And so Ponce de Leon was in San Juan before he came to
Florida.
Yes. So that was super cool. Then our next port we went to was St. Thomas, and we went to the mountaintop, which is the highest peak on the island, and it overlooks Megan's Bay. You've heard of Megan's Bay?
No.
The water in Megan's Bay is like this brightest blue I've ever seen. It's gorgeous. So it's overlooking Megan's Bay. We walked around mountaintop a little bit, and apparently they're famous for their banana daiquiris. I tried one. And? It was pretty good.
Okay.
It was pretty good. It was cheap rum that they used, but it was pretty good. So we ended up doing that, and then we went down to Megan's Bay, hung out at the beach for a little bit. But it was nice, and then we had a couple days at sea, and I'm back, baby. That's the extent of my excitement. I have to catch up on The Ones Who Live, so that's coming. But what about you?
First thing, I got a haircut. I know you can't notice. I literally cut like 6 inches off of my hair. It looks the same. You can't notice. But on top of that, I started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Have you ever watched that?
Oh, gosh, we talked about it before. We binge watched it not that long ago, and actually, that's what we fall asleep to at night now because we've both seen it a couple times through. It's fantastic. I love it.
Fantastic. I love, what's the girl's name with the attitude? The brunette, the tough one.
Rosa?
No.
Yeah.
Rosa?
Is that her name?
I don't know.
Is that her name, Rosa?
The tough one, the one in leather.
Yeah.
The one is.
Yeah.
She's hilarious. It's a girl. It's hilarious. And then the other one, Gina.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The assistant or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's great. Yeah. Did you know that the guy who plays the captain, Andre Branagh, he died last year?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Chris didn't know that either. So when we started like watching it at night again, I was like, he died, right? He died in December.
How? Do we know?
Heart complications, I think. Don't quote me on that. Yeah. He was in his 50s.
Yeah,
young.
he's a very young man. Oh my God, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Did they stop? Like, are they done with
You know what I
that?
do? I bring it down.
Yeah.
Well, they finished the series, so it's over. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I rewatched. Have you ever seen the movie The Bombadook?
No.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. It's freaky. It's crazy. It's good. It's a very scary movie. It's very freaking scary.
So I need to get my husband to watch it. Got it.
You know what? Your husband
He doesn't
probably
watch scary movies.
I
Movies at
know.
night.
But he probably
It has to be
hates
during
us
the day.
because we're always like recommending scary shit. We know he doesn't like that. I know he doesn't like.
Yep.
You say that he doesn't like it, so you may have to watch this one on your own with the lights off because it's really scary.
Okay. Yes.
Also, researching our stories today.
Yes.
And I'm going to do mine. I have not heard of the person you're doing it on.
Okay.
So I have no idea where that's going. Have you heard of the person I'm doing it on?
So the only thing I know of is that her character was played by Kathy Bates in American Horror Story. That's all I know. And I watched that season, but then I'm like, after this, I want to go watch it again because it'll all make sense.
It'll all make sense, yes. So my female serial killer today is going to be Delphine LaLaurie. Now, I know there's a lot of stories about her. It's an old story. There's, the information on her is a little sparse, but I pieced it together the best I could. So here we go. All right.
Did you research and watch American Horror Story again?
I didn't watch American Horror Story again, but I must have watched that season because that's my favorite season. I must have watched it multiple times.
I really like that season as well. Yeah.
Awesome. So Delphine LaLaurie is a New Orleans socialite and notorious serial killer. Delphine LaLaurie, one of the most evil women who has ever walked this earth. First, let's take a stroll around New Orleans in 19th century.
Yes. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Yes.
Oh, when the saints go marching in. Yes.
New Orleans, a vibrant and culturally rich city with a complex history. New Orleans became part of the United States with the Louisiana Purchase in 1803. At the beginning of the 19th century, New Orleans... Well, how do you say it? I say New Orleans. You say New Orleans?
New Orleans.
Do you?
Nolans.
Nolans?
Nolans. I say New Orleans.
New Orleans? New Orleans. I've always said New Orleans. I don't know. All right,
well... It's a Northeast thing.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Throughout the 19th century, New Orleans continued to grow and develop. The city saw the construction of iconic landmarks such as St. Louis Cathedral, the French Quarter, and the Garden District, each reflecting different aspects of the history and culture.
Have you been?
No. Nope, no? It is on my bucket list. It's on my... I'll get there. Eventually.
Well, I think we need to do a crime chat on location in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
And do, like, ghost tours.
The Myrtle place, the Myrtle House. The most haunted place in, like America, the Myrtle place.
Let's go.
But today, we're not passing out any beads. No.
Oh, we don't have to flash you to get the beads?
No flashing. Nope. Keep it under wraps. There'll be no gumbo served tonight, Kat. No. Nope. The only thing on the Crime Chat menu is murder. It was added that we understand that in digging the yard, many bodies have been unearthed, particularly that of children. So on top of everybody they found that was either dead right then, like, maybe just died or still alive, there were many people that were buried already. Like, she was horrible. Like, just, I don't know. So...
Well, we're going to go from the dark and twisted and evilness of Delphine and Nolans, and we're going to go across the pond into England.
Okay.
We're going to talk about Mary Ann Cotton. She was a British serial killer in the 19th century and perhaps the very first documented female serial killer in Britain.
What? You're going to the 19th century too?
Yeah.
Yes! Okay. All right.
We go back.
We go way back.
Her weapon of choice? Poison. Specifically arsenic. arsenic was tasteless, and up until then, the effects of arsenic poisoning, which was vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain, was very similar to a common medical condition such as gastroenteritis, dysentery, and had been completely undetectable at this time.
You sounded like a Pepto-Bismol, what is that commercial? Yeah, vomit,
nausea,
diarrhea.
Heartburn, upset stomach,
indigestion, diarrhea.
Yeah. Mary Cotton said that her 7-year-old stepson Charles had been, quote-unquote, in the way of her plans of getting remarried. So because Frederick had died, she was now the caretaker for Charles, her stepson, but he was, quote-unquote, in the way of her getting remarried.
Oh my God. Oh.
She then eerily said, quote, I won't be troubled long, end quote. Charles Cotton's remains were exhumed, and a significant trace of arsenic was found in his stomach. And it was then revealed that Charles wasn't the first to die in Mary Cotton's care. Of her 4 husbands, 3 died under suspicious circumstances, including many of Cotton's own children. The bodies of the other dead were also exhumed, and they also showed arsenic was the cause of death.
Well, because we don't want to leave you hanging, chatters, for more information on these 2 cases, please check out After That Crime Chat, only available on Patreon.
And don't forget to follow us, Crime Chat with Nat and Kat, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and X. See what we got going on.
Remember Crime Chat with Nat and Kat, when you become a VIP chatter to our Patreon, you'll have access to bonus episodes, behind the scenes, bloopers, and free merch, and check out some merch in the works.
Yes, be sure to check out our next episode featuring, I think, the last chapter of the Disney series on that series, The Darkness of Disney.
Yeah, we're wrapping that sucker up. I'm done with the mouse. I can't stand the mouse. He's cute, but you know what? No, I'm done. Done. Remember, we skip the first Saturday of each month to bring you more stories of dark crimes, evil minds, and the unknown. The next episode comes out April 13th, so you don't want to miss it.
I'm not going to miss it. You don't want to miss it. And we'll see you next time, chatters. Bye-bye.